A hit dog will holler. People use idioms like a hit dog will holler to convey the idea that any person speaking on a topic is triggered by personal pain. And that's utterly false. In fact, comedians, writers, and scientists all act as observers of the world, though they use different methods to interpret, communicate, and share their feelings with audiences. Comedians observe human behavior and social norms to identify irony or contrast, which they turn into jokes to get laughs. Writers use structure, narrative, and vibrant language to tell the patterns and themes from their observations in memorable and sometimes life changing ways. And scientists research and test hypotheses to understand natural or social phenomena. These are just a few groups who holler without being triggered because they like to think, explore, create, engage, and understand the world around them. Now, when the statement is true that you are speaking out because you're being criticized, it's actually manipulative to say this because it creates a no win scenario. If you stay quiet when criticized, your silence is framed as an admission of guilt. But if you defend yourself, your reaction is used as proof that the criticism was accurate. So, this tactic can be used as an emotional manipulation tool by weaponizing your defensiveness by turning it into guilt. But being falsely accused can trigger frustration, which has nothing to do with actually committing the act. And manipulators can use this phrase to shut down valid counterarguments by dismissing your defense as just hollering. They paint themselves as the objective truth teller and you as the person who's unreasonable and guilty, as I already said. And it's projection. It's often used as a deflection tactic. Someone hurling vague insults or engaging in toxic behavior can use this idiom to make you feel as though you are the problem simply because you dared to speak up against their mistreatment. And this is also called a DARVO, where they deny, accuse, and reverse victim and offender. So, either way, this isn't a good statement. So, what are your thoughts on that topic? And I'd also love to hear your thoughts on my other post. I do have a podcast called Zenergy, Zennurgy. It's on 25 different streaming platforms. You can look at my link tree to find where you can find it. And also, I have 5 books on Amazon. I have 2 poetry prose memoirs, a children's book, an undated planner, and a guided journal. And if you click on my link tree, you can also like, share, subscribe, sponsor. You also can listen to the first 16 chapters of my memoir, Plenty of Guppies and Other Dating Myths